On the 29th of February, gather all your friends, family and puppies together for this one-of-a-kind dog night walk in aid of the Animal Anti-Cruelty League. Night Walkies invites dog owners and their dogs for a plus-minus 4-kilometer night walk, which starts at Roosevelt High School and strolling through the suburbs of Emmarentia and Greenside. Every dog will receive an LED light-up collar to light up the streets for a good cause. For more on this, we are joined by the spokesperson of Dotsure Night Walkies, and that is TJ and Njozela. It's great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me here.
Let's talk about the Night Walkies, the reason behind the stunning initiative.
Yeah, so essentially Dotsure.co.za Night Walkies is an event where pet lovers, pet owners and the pets themselves obviously come together for a walk in aid of the Animal Anti-Cruelty League. So we're going to be doing some good while having some fun in the streets of Joburg.
Yeah, and I know that Animal Anti-Cruelty League really does do some incredible work taking in these furry friends of ours that have really not had it easy, and they take care of them, pets that have been abused.
Yeah.
On average, do you know what the numbers are in terms of how many they can accommodate at a time?
I mean, well, it is quite seasonal, right? Because there are sometimes more, there's sometimes less. It depends on the situation at the time. But in essence, what the Animal Anti-Cruelty League does isn't just take care of abandoned animals. They also have mobile clinics that go into more lower income areas in order to help them with their pets. They do investigations and prosecutions of animal cruelty cases. So they do a lot of work for animal welfare, which they've been doing for a long time because they've been around since 1956. You know? So what they do is really, really important as well, because it's not just what you call it, just for getting animals put up for adoption and the nice feel-good side of it, but they also do a lot in terms of the actual work on the ground to make sure that animals are all right.
And it's important work that needs money.
Yes, it definitely needs money. And that's why also we're doing this event, right? Because the Dotsure.co.za Night Walkies is an event in aid of the Animal Cruelty League, because they rely solely on funding from people like the viewers and people that are going to be at the event. And that's why the ticket is only 50 Rand per dog. Humans are free, right? But it's so that we can get enough support and people to be there to help us to raise this money.
Yeah, there also like a string of fun activities though that have been organized for the day. Won't you take us through some of them?
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. So, I mean, the walk itself is going to be incredible because we're going to be walking through the streets of Joburg in a nice suburb. It's going to be safe and secure and everything, but it's going to be at night, and the dogs are all going to have LED collars. The first 3,000 dogs that get these LED collars. So you can imagine all these puppies and dogs walking down the road, lighting up the night. There's also going to be what you call photo booths for the dogs. There's going to be what you call it. There's going to be the photo booths. There's going to be short straw performing, which is going to be really, really awesome as well, because they are performing and their fee is actually going to charity as well.
What's this Win Pup Lookalike?
The Pup Lookalike is the competition that we're running on Facebook currently, and it's essentially owners entering the competition, showing how them and their pet can look alike, right? It's really fun, and there's been some really nice entries. Which is cool. It's cute.
That is so fantastic. TJ, I just want to quickly go back to the Animal Anti-Cruelty League and the work that they do. As you mentioned, that they do a whole lot more than just, you know, the heart-warming stuff of just looking after abandoned animals.
Yeah.
Do you know what is on their needs list, and what are some of the things that they really urgently need help with, so that we can, you know, put it out there to organizations, to civil society, to normal citizens who'd like to take up something to be able to assist the organization?
Well, as with any like non-profit organization, you know how it is. There's always the immediate needs for the animals, things like food, sheltering. There's things like toys that they need, going for vet visits, etc. Right? I think most essentially, though, the thing that is always needed is money.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Like I said, that's the reason why we did this event and this initiative, because all those proceeds go to the Animal Anti-Cruelty League, because they really, truly do need it in order to not only take care of the animals they have now, but to take care of more as they go forward, you know.
Yeah. TJ, thank you. That's it. We'll have to leave it for this morning.
Cool.
What a fun interview and what a fun initiative. Thank you so much for your work. That's TJ Njozela, who just spoke to us about the night walkies. Proceeds will, of course, go to the Animal Anti-Cruelty League, and animal lovers can bring along their furry friends for the night walk for charity. My heart is just melting. All right, we are going to take a quick squiz at what's happening on our social media pages. Of course, we asked you our question of the day, which relates to stories or events that may have caught your attention over the past week. And of course, our small town of choice, we took you to the Limpopo province, and Val water or Valwater, whichever way you look at it. Let's take a look at what you've been saying. All right, Samkelo says warrant of arrest for Zoma and the rolling blackouts by Eskom. All right, Ali Black says the trains between Germiston and Pretoria haven't been running since December, and people are losing their jobs because they cannot afford taxi fares. But the President and the Minister of Transport are doing nothing. They're only interested in SAA. Fikira Makwinja says the rerun of election in Malawi after all the organization said the election was free and fair, but thereafter court found that votes were stolen, and Chinese doctors who alarmed, or rather Chinese doctors who alarmed the world of the coronavirus. All right, this next one says, good morning, guys. It's my first time hearing about this place. I thought you were talking about the Val Dam. We're waiting for those Limpopo people to tell us about that town. And this one is from V out in Alloa North. Andres says, a very cool place in Limpopo, Val Water.